Well, my dear students of 12th Medical, today in botany we are continuing with the important topic, that is pollination, and today we will move ahead with the agents of pollination. Plants use two pollinating agents, which are abiotic, that is wind and water, and one biotic agent, that is animals, to achieve pollination. A majority of the plants use biotic agents for pollination. Only a small portion of plants use abiotic agents. Pollination is a chance factor for wind and water pollinated plants. And to compensate for these uncertainties and loss of pollen glands, the flowers produce enormous amount of pollen when compared to the number of alveoles available for pollination, because major portion of these pollen are lost, that is why the plants produce the pollen in large numbers. Now, the agencies of pollination. Number one is the anemophily, that is wind pollination. Pollination in this case is accomplished through the wind, as in coconut palm, date palm, maize, grasses, cannabis, etc. Wind pollination is more common amongst abiotic pollinators. In this case, the pollen are light and non-sticky, so that they are easily dispersed into wind currents, and large feathered stigma to easily trap airborne pollen. As you may have seen the corn cob, the tassels and stigma tassels or stigma and style, which wave in the air to trap pollen glands. Second is the hydrophily, that is water pollination. Pollination by water is not so common and is limited to about 30 genera, mostly monocotyledons. But water is a regular mode of transport for male gametes in low plant groups like algae, bryophytes, and pteridophytes. That is why their distribution is limited. And some water pollinated plants are Vallisneria and Hydrilla, and also the Zoostera, which is the commonly known as the seagrass, and is one of the main angiosperms. All aquatic plants do not use water for pollination. Water hyacinth and lily flowers emerge above water level and are pollinated by wind or insects. Some submerged plants produce pollen glands, which are ribbon-like and are carried passively inside water. Some reach the stigma and achieve pollination. Both wind and water pollinated flowers are not very colorful. You may have known the reason why. Now, the zoophily, that is pollination through the agency of animals. It is further categorized into number one, entomophily, that is where insects act as the agents of the pollination. And here the flowers are large, colorful, fragrant, and rich in nectar and attract insects. Nectar and pollen are the rewards for pollinators. Ornithophily, birds act as the pollinators. Only few bird types which are small in size with long beak, like sunbird and hummingbird. Other birds do pollinate certain flowers, but occasionally. And chiropterophily, that is pollination by bats, the nocturnal flying mammals. Obviously, they usually pollinate the flowers which are open during the night. And malacophily, it is the pollination by snails. The snail pollinate Erythema and some arum lilies. Thanks. Have a nice day.